Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new week. So, I shuffled on TikTok. Just so you know, if you don't follow me on there, I always shuffle on there and I try to put up that reading in a short. And these are the cards that came through. But I'm going to use this deck just so they show up better. The Wheel of Fortune card fell out. I know I'm blown away by these cards too, and these tarot combinations that I don't typically see, but here we are in another week. We have the Wheel of Fortune Major Arcana card, the World, a Major Arcana card again, the Death card, a Major Arcana card. Then we have the Eight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. I mean, are you kidding me? I'm not going to bore you to tears and talk about everything I did last week because I already put that up and that's out. It is about enlightenment. It is about leveling up. It is about soul growth. It's about transformation. I use the word enlightenment because that is what I see in the cards, but that means whatever it means for you. Just know above all else, you're undergoing a transformation and it is bringing you to something phenomenal. I promise. So I'm going to try to dive in on some other messages around this week and not hit so hard around the enlightenment part of it. The Wheel of Fortune and the World card. Change. The Wheel of Fortune is a number 10. I break that down into 2 5s. So in this reading, we have 5, 5, 5. You may be really going through it now with a lot. That's 5, 5, 5. A lot of change has been taking place, and this has been years in the making. The World card comes out for people that have had an extremely difficult journey. They've been through more than most, and you're coming to the end of that. It is bringing you to some new purpose, destiny, fate. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Massive change comes with this card. It is a beautiful card because it's bringing you something, but you really go through it first. Lessons are tied to both of these. Soul growth is tied to both of these. An inheritance, a windfall on a smaller note. A major accomplishment is met, a major goal. I can't tell you the exact time that all of this is going to happen exactly for you. I just know this is trickling in and this transformation is really taking hold because you've done the work. You're coming around the bend. Maybe you're there already and it is going to take place this year. That is what I do know. Always remember, things like this don't happen overnight. You've been through it. Things slowly shift, they change, you make different decisions in your life, and everything unfolds. So don't get frustrated with the process, just know it is happening. Now, the Death card really shows you walking in on your own. This is a heavy card that indicates you're coming into yourself. You're coming out of your cocoon. And if you look at the card, you can see people on the ground. You can see it's kind of messy. There's some rubble. Some wars have taken place. And there he is coming out on this big, beautiful white horse. And he is on his own, but he's strong. He's powerful. He's made the right moves in his life. He's had a lot of courage with this card. And we have the 8 showing you walking away from some things. And then this 5 showing it happening again, kind of alone on all the cards. And maybe that's how you feel right now. What I really want you to know is that, and if enlightenment doesn't resonate with you, because I always get so many messages when I use that word, and it is never to force an idea on you or make you believe something that I believe. You just do you, and that's all that matters. It's just the word that I use because that's what I see in these cards. These cards, this 8 included, these 5s included, this is where you look at your life and you flip it upside down and you shake off every label, every idea, every bit of conditioning that's went into you, and you look at the world with different eyes and you take on this new journey. And like I said, it's been happening, and you start walking through and you put your labels on things. You make meaning of what it means to you. You have the courage to be you. You are not a follower anymore. You are a leader, and you have the courage to stand out on your own, to be alone, to have people judge you because you're finding your own truth. You're unwinding that ball and that conditioning, and you're going after life and following your heart. And what this journey is all about is finding yourself, trusting yourself. Everything you need is already inside of you. Sounds cliche, but it is so true. And what's so important about this reading this week is that you have asked for different things in your life. You want things, you've been praying for them. You have to understand it is never going to look the way that you think it is going to look coming in. It trickles in. There are the changes, and the universe is like, hey, trust yourself. Don't look for the answers outside of yourself. Have the courage to move forward. When you trust yourself, that is all part of this. It's part of soul growth. You have all that you need already in you, and that is enlightenment. That is leveling up. And there it is. You can always ask for guidance, but remember, the spiritual realm doesn't have you here playing chess with you and moving the chess pieces. You are moving your own piece. You are deciding where you go, and you have to trust yourself. You can't stand there and constantly ask, do I move here? Do I open up this door? Should I walk left? Should I walk right? You can always ask for guidance, but you didn't come here to have someone else direct you on how and where to proceed to, or else you would never find yourself. Your intuition is always there, and it's the first thing that pops up. When a new opportunity, when something arises, your intuitive part is always there, and it will be that split second of that feeling that comes through first. Trust it. Allow yourself to trust it. Trust yourself. You've made it this far. The hardest things are behind you with this. You've done the work. That's the wheel, or the Wheel of Fortune and the World card. Right now, with this 8, you may be leaving something. You're working through a loss. The painful cards, a major place in your life where there have been separation with friendships, maybe a job, maybe you got fired. You're leaving an addiction. You're leaving someone with an addiction, something toxic, or just things you've outgrown. And don't hide behind fear. We all hold on to fear just a little bit so we have an excuse. Keep moving forward, because I promise you, it's going to be an amazing year. I mean, something so phenomenal is underway in your life right now. Trust the process. Have the courage to keep going. Around the week, which I can't even go into anymore because these cards are just so big, shifting is taking place, changes. Maybe this major accomplishment will happen this week. I just know these things are happening, and you're being pulled to something else. Here's this 5 of Pentacles showing confusion, isolation. You feel alone. Maybe people don't understand you, or they've just left you, and it can feel really bad and hard and lonely, depressing with this card, especially if you're working through something really painful. You're missing someone. You've lost someone. You've lost something. You've had to switch jobs. This card represents a mental space, mental thoughts of feeling unworthy, worrying about finances, not feeling good enough. You did not come this far to stop right now. I mean, it is heavy and it is hard, and I'm not trying to minimize anything that you are going through. Transformation like this always involves pain, things that we go through in this life to get to this. I am just blown away that these card combinations are coming out for collective readings. That just means so many of you are going through this enlightenment, leveling up. You're standing on your own. Something is changing in you, and it has been for a long time. Things were meant to happen now for you. I am very much someone that believes in soul contracts. I think that we just keep coming through until we learn our lessons and we overcome all these different things. And we've played so many different roles, and we just keep coming through and coming through until we get it. When I look at these cards, I really feel like, not to offend anyone, this is like the last journey for many of you. You've accomplished it, and you're going to finish it out just being this big light that came here this time to help out so many. There's going to be some big payouts for you. Stand on your own. Have the courage to be you. Remember, you didn't come here to be a carbon copy of everyone else. Have a beautiful week, everyone.